Welcome to the Krypton Factor Assault Course for 2010. To start with, we have the pole climb and the zip wire. Not a physically demanding exercise, but it will give the contestant the perception of great risk. This will take a lot of energy, nervous expenditure of energy that you don't simply have to start with. Once you've climbed the pole, you then get onto the zip. The zip wire and the landing area are probably the most technical part on the assault course. You need to get this absolutely right, because any mistake that you make here, you're going to have to make that time up on the assault course itself, which is going to be extremely hard. The tunnels, the second obstacle, a short distance from the landing area of the zip. There's absolutely no time for the contestant to get into a good stride or a comfortable breathing rhythm. The emphasis here is from lower body to upper body, making the body work harder and getting the oxygen where it's needed around the body. This is a theme that will be continued throughout the course. From the tunnel to here, the crisscross logs, it's a long and steep gradient. If the contestant hasn't prepared themselves well enough, this is where they'll find out. The logs themselves are laid out in a random order. You have to choose your route through. If you choose wrongly, it's going to take you more time. Time that you just can't afford. The camel humps, a sculptured piece of a hillside. Absolutely excellent for riding down. Hideous for running up. This is where your legs are going to start to burn as lactic acid builds up in the lower limbs. However, it is only a short distance to the top of the hill. Finally, at the end of the camel humps at the top of the hill, we have the rat run. 4 tunnels on a steep incline. By this time, your body will be wishing it had a second set of lungs. The emphasis now is from lower body, which should almost be spent, to whole body. Arms pulling, legs pushing in the prone position. Not the easiest thing at the top of a hill. The hill now conquered, but this is no time to ease off. There is a steep downhill slope, and you must use that for your advantage. You must use the steep hill to build up speed, so when you hit this platform, you can drive off and punch into the cargo net, gaining as much height as you can. This is going to be as hard on the arms as it can be, pulling yourself 7 meters to the top bar, rolling over, then controlling your scent down the other side to a small jump onto the crash mat. If you rush this, you can tie yourself up like a fly in a web. From the cargo net to here, a long downhill steep sprint. By the time you get here, your legs will be like jelly, as your body works extremely hard in moving oxygen from upper to lower body. Just when your balance will be as bad as it can possibly get while still being conscious, we get to here, the bouncy balance beams. If you do not tackle this obstacle with a bit of forethought and patience, this could be the obstacle that could dash your chances of winning. From the balance beams, the heart rate should drop slightly, right up into the point you jump into here, the tank, 4 feet of freezing water. For some, they will find it difficult to control the body or motivate it, submerging, swimming under, climbing over and climbing out. You must concentrate in negotiating the exit onto the precarious log steps. For some, they will still have a few seconds before they regain full control of their body from the shock of a freezing dip. From the tank to here, the raft pull. A long, hard pull, 35 meters across a lake, almost totally concentrating on the arms and the upper body. This is a time that you need to dig deep, and if you have any reserves of energy, to find them, because it could mean the difference from what position you will finally finish in. At the end of the raft pull, you need to negotiate clambering off the raft to this, a small climb over a gate vault, and then what will seem like the longest sprint of your life to the finish line. The temptation for some to give up so near to the finish line can be overwhelming. For those that qualify for the next heat, they have the benefit of the finish line becoming further away. The feelings of a contestant when they cross the line is normally pure ecstasy because the pain now stops. Sadly, this course after today will be taken down and packed away for a year. If you wish to complete the Krypton Factor Assault Course, you need to come to North Yorkshire, Adrenaline North Yorkshire Limited, where we will be happy to put you through your paces.